We don't know yet. We're trying to figure it out here. Not Weltman.
That's the price of doing business?
Like I think he's paid his dues. You know, like unbelievable person, great basketball mind, and time has come. You know, we all have to live with it. You know, like it's sad sometimes, but I think eventually it was going to happen somewhere, somehow. I tried to fake it with the GM title last year and give him a raise and everything, you know, but didn't fake anybody out, I guess. But phenomenal opportunity for an unbelievable person.
You guys have worked so closely for so long. Is it going to be strange to not have him next year?
Yeah, well, yesterday something came up, you know, like, and my first instinct was to to call him and scream or something, you know, like, and then I discovered, you know, like, okay, he's not part of the program here, so what do I do, you know, like, but I got a couple others to scream at and to holler at, you know, like, but yeah, it's strange. You know, it's the friend. Jeff gave me my first opportunity in the NBA, you know, like first opportunity out of working part-time with Orlando, and he gave me my first full-time job with Kiki and Vandeweghe, and just since then, you know, like there's just been a connection, and there continue to be, you know, but he's just not next door anymore, and not. He claims he's a phone call away, but when you start your stuff now, he'll be like, yeah, I'll call you back, and I don't hear from him now.
In terms of your personalities, you joked about screaming at him, but was he sort of like the calmer voice when you got upset, or was he sometimes sort of? Did he get angry and you'd have to calm him down? What was like the personality dynamic like?
You know, it's a tough one to describe, you know, like, because it's not, when I say that, you know, like he's not someone to get mad at, you know, like he's that voice, you know, calm voice. He reasons well, he's got great instinct and quick on, you know, like his feet with thoughts and ideas, and just one of those guys that's blessed that way, you know, and knows when to back out, you know, like knows when to be aggressive sometimes, and I think a unique skill that we need in this job. But in terms of working together, you know, like we just knew each other so well, you know, like, and it was pretty cool.
Setting aside your personal relationship for a second, what part of the year are you going to miss him the most in the, sort of the calendar, the NBA calendar?
I know you want me to say trade deadline, but I won't say that. So you know, Teresa said to me, you know, like, you traveled everywhere with that guy, you know, like it's incredible, you know, like even my wife said that every single place, you know, like it was, if you're in an airport in Belgrade or you're in LA or everywhere, you know, like he's always scouting, college game, you know, deep in every time, you know, he's always there, and he's a great guide. He's a great partner, you know, like, and now it's time for him. He's paid his dues, you know, like now it's time to go stand on his feet and do it. I'm so proud of him.
When you have a relationship like that with somebody, how does it change sort of your negotiations with doing business with another team like that?
With him?
Yeah.
It doesn't change. It makes it better. I think it's easier, you know, like the thing is with San Antonio, obviously, you know, like they're the biggest example with RC and the tree, you know, like you know when to call guys, you know, like you can call them at any time, you know, like how they're going to deal with it, and you know how to be, you know, like to be sincere, and to me it's easier because it's black or white, you know, like you're not really trying to negotiate, you're just, you know, like trying to present maybe and say, hey, you know, like this is what I have, what you have. So to me it's much easier.
Do you have a plan in mind for replacing him?
No, you know, I hate to say it on camera and in print, but we got great guys here. You know, like they're phenomenal, and guys who raise their level, and we'll be creative in what we do. You know, like whether it's bringing somebody in or raising a couple of these guys. These guys are pretty good.
Is there any element of you, like you mentioned, he got you your first job, and now you're talking about him like he's going off and getting the opportunity that you already got? Is that strange for you? Like, kind of.
That's one thing with it's one thing with him that it's never been strange. You know, as soon as I got this job, he was the first person I thought. You know, like to be honest with you guys, I put him in my contract because I said I got to get that guy. You know, that's a guy I want here. You know, like and he's just unique that way, and the relationship, you know, like has been very unique. So he's been. This was a hard one for even, you know, ownership, everybody. You know, like he had a great relationship with them and just everybody around.
Is there any element where you're like, well, this looks good on us, like on the organization? Can you get to that point yet, or does that take a while?
Not really. Yeah, it does. You hope that, you know, like you can continue to build and help people get opportunity. You know, like that's my hope. It's one thing, but yeah, I don't look at it like that now. I look at it as, you know, like a great loss to the organization, I think.